Hi, welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, June 30th. I'm Gio Benacourt, and this is a recording done by Vantage Markets right about, I'm going to say, an hour and 10 minutes prior to the USA session open. Well, there are good vibes happening now. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq both finished last week at record highs. They're erased the big drops that followed sweeping U.S. tariffs in April. The question is whether these vibes are as good as they get, or if there's room for stocks to climb even higher. So on the trade, things are looking up. Talks with Canada are back on track after the U.S. biggest export market resigned a digital service tax that will have hit Amazon, Google parent Alphabet, and Facebook owner Meta platforms. Now the July 9 deadline for new trade deals may not be that firm, the White House said last week. So things are looking to obviously be expecting to move right along. So let's see what we're going to have this week. It'll be a short week since Friday is going to be obviously the 4th of July. So there's going to be a lot of movement in the markets. Perhaps, obviously, we are extended in the market. We are completely extended. So let's use the Fibonacci extension tool to measure the movement from the low to the high that it's been to this movement, and see how much of it can we come in and speculate to see the market continue its movement. So we're seeing that. Let me put the come on. Okay. Let me. So it's 22,877, which is basically where we are. So therefore, let's use the 50 value. So that'll be 22,914. And then the golden ratio, 22,951. So here we have, oh, what happened to it? Oh, come on, shoots. Where did it go? All right, somebody just clone another one. $22,951. There we go. All right, so we have our probable levels of resistance. We are obviously in all-time highs, so we want to keep that in mind. As far as support, 22,750, and then 22,700 for the Nasdaq. So 23,000 is where we might be looking to to move towards. Let's use again the tool from this low to this high. Let's see if we're going to continue that movement. So 6250, first level of resistance. Second level of resistance is going to be 6267. Again, all new time highs. Now we will continue to make some. Let's see, we'll find out. 6210. Let's see if we'll continue to make all new time highs. Obviously, there's going to be profit taken as well, so keep that in mind. The Dow, well, the Dow, its all-time highs still pretty high, and that's still being 45,223. Okay, but it's chugging along. RSI is entering overbought territory, so keep that also in mind. So 44,500 ish is going to be our first level, and then 44,750 our second level of resistance. For the Dow, I'm going to use 44,000 psychological round value, and then 44,200 for support. Crude oil is just continuing to stay within range, consolidating. This is a perfect setup for a breakout. So we are on its fourth day of this sideways movement, 65 the pivot point. So be on the lookout. Breakout or breakdown will happen. Nat Gas open it with a gap down and it's trading lower. So therefore I'm gonna use my, let's do this open and 370, the 50 moving average, and 330 is still there. So quick sell in Nat Gas, holding in crude oil. Gold, oh, gold seems to be having, it opened gap up, but it did fluctuate lower. So would we see a continuation of that movement? We're gonna have to move our levels since just to have an idea where we find that resistance. So 3,300, that's a given. So the 50-day moving average, the second one. Let's keep it that way. Will it fluctuate higher? Will it fluctuate higher and be able to close it up above 3,300? That's the scenario. So we have here silver. So I'm going to use the 50-day moving average and the lower Bollinger Band. The 20-day moving average is above the market, so acting as a level of resistance, dynamic resistance. You know, this double top here and the upper Bollinger Band. So let's do that. Copper, 495 seems nice. So copper is right there at $5 psychological. Let's see if it does hold. If it does sustain, is this just a knee-jerk reaction and just profit taking? Bitcoin, sideways trading. A lot of shoppiness here. Consolidation. So let's just use 109, 111. So let's see, will it do a breakout or a breakdown? The currencies, euro is just chugging along. So 117 seems to be holding steady. It's made double top so far at 117.52. So 118 is the next target. Gotta leave some levels of support. Actually, kind of like on Fridays open, and then 116 and a half. Let's see if it is just wanting to catch another bid to make another leg higher towards 118. Well, the pound opened with a gap down. It's been closed, and then it continued. So 136 seems to be a level of interest. Then the dollar index is just also, it opened gap down. It's been closed. So will it recuperate today? Will it trade higher above 97, or will it just reverse and continue trading lower? I think it's just gonna stay here idling around 97, the pivot point. Well, that's it for today. It is the end of the month. We'll start another month tomorrow. Have a great trading day. I'll see you tomorrow.